Hold on, I'm making today's post.
So avant-garde. Who is he?
Why is like 1 second audio like going so crazy? Okay, after an unknown amount of time, I think I found my audio. If I'm using audio from Instagram, I have to screen record the audio so I can kind of time the edit in CapCut, which is really annoying because for some reason, even if I could record it right when it starts, when I put that shit into like the real posting part of Instagram, it's not in sync. For some reason, it cuts off the beginning and it's just like that much out of sync and it's just so annoying. Fix your app. Thankfully, you don't have to sit through that whole damn process because I just edit it out for you. Now I'm done making the post for today, we can finally get into the video.
So avant-garde. Who is he? Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys some new arrivals we got. Pretty excited overall. But like I said earlier, one of them has like a little funny story to it, which I'll discuss more later in the video because I thought it'd be a good closer. But, you know, if you can kind of guess what it is here, then good for you. Alright, so here's a bit of a demo of the shirt. Fits pretty well. I think the measurements came out good. Pretty much a simple silhouette. But where it really shines, I think, is the embroidery and the print on the neck. I need to do a wash test though, just to see how things look after. Obviously you gotta wear it, you gotta wash it, just to see how things go after a certain amount of time, because I really don't want anyone to leave with something they're not happy with, buy anything, not be satisfied, or get disappointed, you know what I mean? But yeah, here's a quick demo.
I want to talk about posting and the community. I feel like since leaving Guam, the community has taken a bit of a hit because, I mean, I keep saying it, but it's just because like I can't really, like I'm just sad about it that we were kind of building something, we had some momentum going. We just left right when things were starting to pick up. I don't think it's impossible to gain that again. Probably partly because of the algorithm, inconsistency for posting. I'm not really appearing on people's feeds, even the people who would always interact with my stuff. So I feel like there's a couple of circumstances there that contributed to, I guess, the decline of community and the interactions. One is obviously me and the factors that I can control, which is consistency, me reaching out and setting up ways we can kind of keep building together. I feel like there's a third thing. It's always more powerful with 3 points. You know, we'll come back to that. Two, there's people just sometimes outgrow things, and that's something I just have to accept. Like, I don't really stay committed to brands all that much either, and it's just like a passing interest. It's probably really hard to get consistent, or like those diehard fans, those stans of a brand. You know, I'll just keep pushing till they show up. Hopefully I make it something worth standing. So people's interests can change, people can outgrow things. Totally fine, that's life. And there's also just sometimes people's lives, like there's circumstances in everyone's lives that we don't know about, and it could lead to things that, like, I guess the easiest one I can think of is a good number of messages. They like the new stuff and they want to like support and all that, but money is tight, and that's understandable. Like, so much going on in the world. It's ridiculous how expensive like living in general is too. So I get it. Like, I can't really say anything or be upset about that. I want to buy shit too, you know, but money is tight. So those are the factors for me, for people. And third is something that I don't think we can really control. The algorithm, I guess, but the platforms we use as a whole. I probably just want an excuse to talk shit about AI, but I'm pretty sure AI has something to do with it because, you know, the machine learning and all that bullshit. And on top of that, it's like you have the people who are already programming like the algorithm and setting it up to do these things. It's just crazy that your success kind of hinge on whether a bunch of numbers favor what you just put out, and it's like a certain time what's in the content, place, people. It's like a lot of, it's like digital luck, basically. But I feel like luck is universal. So digital luck is just kind of like marketing it to sound better. But yeah, that's just something that's out of everyone's control. Like, I could be consistent and posting and make awesome content, but if the platform I'm on for some reason just decides that's not cutting it, that's not good, we're not going to show you to anyone, or like, God forbid, they just cut me off on reach, which is not really a thing that I'm aware of, but fact is, it could happen. It's their company. I'm digressing. So those are the main three things. I'm gonna try and find ways to continue building up the community. I guess the easiest way for me to start would be to be more active on the broadcast chat. I was really hoping that'd be like a Discord thing where everyone can talk. It's like a Instagram version of a newsletter. If you guys would be interested in like a Discord server or like a subreddit or something, let me know. I do like hearing from you guys, and I do like collaborating, interacting, and seeing stuff you guys post or make it's always cool. It's definitely like a highlight of my day whenever I see something like that. But yeah, I really want to get out there more, and the things I didn't take for granted, because I did really appreciate it at the time and I enjoyed every minute of it when we were back in Guam, and we'd be doing stuff like the brand video shoot, the lookbook, any other photo shoots with people that were down to be in them. I always thought that was the really fun part of stuff, and it was like it was nice that I was able to put myself out there to ask people to do that stuff and help or be in it. And it was also great that people wanted to be in it. I guess it's like personal growth, because I don't really like asking for help. And even if it's like people being in a creative project or something, it's a different story if it's like a paid project and like, you know, I can bring people along as like a extra help. Whenever it's for me, personal projects or ghosts and stuff, especially if I feel like I can't pay or anything like that, I feel bad for asking. And I know that's probably limited my growth. You know, in the beginning, you can't really just afford these things, and you can't just pay everyone. But I don't know, I just feel bad, because that, like, in my mind, whenever I would have to hire like freelancers to help me out on projects before. I know what it's like to not be valued for your skill and not getting paid for what you're worth, especially creative work. That's what would come to mind, is like, do I have something to offer them in return to make it worth it, you know, for their time, skill, whatever, effort. And you know, a lot of things kind of reset when I moved out here, including like my confidence to do that. That's also kind of affected by the fact that I didn't really know anyone here when I got here, so it's kind of hard to just be like, hey, let's go do a shoot. Hey, can you be in this shoot? You know, like, you want to help me out with this video? Dude, I said the same thing 3 times in like 2 different ways. That's fucking crazy. I don't really have the same network as I did back home, but that's on me to build that here. And you know, I think I'm gonna start trying to find people to connect with here for creative projects in general, because I really want to get back on that. And it's like it's calling to me, you know, like, because I feel like that's just how it works. Like, you're super interested in this one thing, and then eventually you burn out. You pick up a new interest that kind of carries you through, and then you somehow end up back to what you loved doing in the first place, which for me was videos and making movies. There's always been an interest for me for, I guess, like fashion design and music. So I feel like I'm just gonna be moving with more purpose, basically. Very long-winded way to say that. I'm gonna say this on video to kind of hold myself accountable. I'm gonna network more. I don't even know if it's an ADHD thing, but I really think it is. It's like that thing where I have so much I want to do, I end up getting ahead of myself, just like thinking about the outcome. I kind of forget to enjoy the process or the journey. It's weird, because like when I'm doing something, like when I'm designing, shooting a video, or sewing, something like that, right? In that moment, I love it, you know, like I could keep going. It's always like starting that's the problem. But you know what? It's also a problem to start again, because consistency is, but a lot of shit just gets in the way, and like I let it get in the way. Like, either I'm tired from work or I got some other stuff to do, and then it ends up getting pushed to the side to the point where I don't do it. But there are times where I've actually just been like, you know what? No, I really want to do this, and start. I get caught comparing people's highlights to like my behind the scenes. I saw that in a post somewhere, so credit to wherever that was. I find myself doing that a lot, and it's not fair to me. It just makes things like even more mentally taxing. Like, I just beat myself up even more about shit. I have a full-time job. I have pets. I have other obligations to take care of. I'm trying to learn different skills at the same time I'm trying to grow a business and grow as a designer and a creative in general. I feel like I just need to cut myself some slack. I just want to try and grow and enjoy the process. Like, if I wasn't so worried about things coming out perfect all the time, especially for like, let's say posts, I'd probably have a lot more followers by now. I don't know about you guys, but if I don't post for like a day, the opposite of momentum, like where I just don't want to post and I get stuck in that. So I want to show more sewing projects, practice too. I want to let you guys in on lessons I learned, things I fuck up on, like the story I will get to at the end of the video. I'm trying to strengthen the visual branding, but at the same time, I'm also trying to make it more personable. And I'm trying to find the right balance, because I want people to see stuff and know like, oh, that's Ghostn. So basically, I just need to find the right balance of branding and being personable, because I think in this day and age it's more important than ever, especially if you're not a giant company. It's so easy in this day and age with technology to fake shit. So I think now more than ever people appreciate what's real. And I think that's the whole point. Show yourself or don't. I was just wrapping things up before my... This is the third take for this story, but let me give some context. I was gone for about half of June, but before that I was doing some prep to make sure the stores would be fine with me being away. And I also wanted to get some extra stuff done so that by the time I come back, things will be here already. And one of the things I was preparing was my new woven labels. So I wanted to kind of update the design a little bit and test the slogan out. It's a variant of like the very first slogan we were using. And everything was looking good. I found a good manufacturer, we were talking, and I placed the order. I swear I put in exactly what I wanted. I was very focused on getting to my destination because there's a lot of headache with scheduling the flights. So my mind was already like, okay, the labels are taken care of, I'm gonna just focus on this vacation. When I got back from vacation, I was really excited because, you know, I got all the notifications that my packages were here. So that means everything shipped. I opened the new bag to see the new labels, and, you know, I was like, damn, these look good, but there was something off. This was the previous design for the woven label. I just needed more, but I also wanted to add some more space on the top for sewing, like more allowance. And, you know, I wanted to update the design a little bit and also order some custom size labels. So I did that. I was happy with the design. My manufacturer triple checked with me like, okay, is this the size you want? Is this what you need? And I'm like, yes, that sounds good. That looks good. My dumbass put the wrong fucking quotation marks, you know? She checked 3 times because I'm pretty sure she was like, that don't sound right for labels, but, you know, let me check. Maybe this is what you want. And all 3 times I was like, yep, that's it. Inches, yep. I was so dumb, and I was so irritated when I got back, because look at this. Showed you the original, right? This is the fucking new one. Like, what? I was like thinking, like, did they give me the wrong measurements? Because I swear to God I put in centimeters. Like, this is huge. But then I looked over our conversations and the fucking tech pack I sent. I put inches. And now I gotta go wait a little bit so I can get some money to order the right size ones. But 2 things came to mind. 1, this would be some content at least. 2, I can probably salvage this like with some sort of design or put these on like rework stuff. Yeah, you know, it just goes back to trying not to waste anything, but at least let that be a lesson for you guys. Double or triple check whenever the fuck you're ordering something, which is like a no-brainer, but, you know, never hurts to be reminded, because yeah, you avoid things like that. Luckily it was just labels and it wasn't like a new garment or something, but yeah, now you know. Let's talk plans. First of all, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Finances are rough for me as an individual and Ghostn as a brand and business. I'm hoping that, you know, we can pick up momentum and get rid of some older stock. Also sell some of the newer ones too. Just more sales in general. The bottom line is not looking great, but that's not gonna stop us from continuing, because, you know, we keep going. So one of the plans I have right now is something that benefits me as a designer and could possibly benefit the finances of the business. I'm gonna start reworking either clothes that I have or extra stock that has like some sort of defect or something, or just thrifted pieces. Like, I want to rework them, and I want to make them like unique Ghostn pieces. I want to rework them into that, which is why you see me buying like these materials and stuff for that. But also, it kind of leads into the second thing that was part of the plan. So things like the compliance jacket, shoulder zip, fundamentals hoodie, you know, those have a lot of attachments and embellishments. More custom, obviously more money. Those are gonna be put off for a bit, just until I'm gonna go for a bit more financially accessible products. And I'm talking about things like me ordering blanks and then just either printing on them or doing the transfers myself, or me sewing on attachments I want. So this has a good number of benefits to it. One, it's gonna help me grow in my sewing skills. Two, it's way more ethical because it's basically slow fashion. I'm kind of just gonna be making the stuff here. Three, it's not gonna be that much of a financial burden compared to the way I'm doing things now, which is really weird because when I started, I kind of started backwards and I went all out on one collection with a bunch of custom designs. As much as I want to say I regret it, because I kind of do just a little bit, you know, like if I could go back, obviously I do things a lot better. I did learn a lot, yeah, so it's really weird because I started backwards where it'd be like, oh no, I don't want to just fucking print things on a shirt or a hoodie and call it a day, you know, I want to be different. I figured there's a reason why people do that. I can do that and still make it Ghostn and still make it unique, even if it means extra labor on my end, but that's just part of the fucking grind, you know? So thanks for watching. Let's keep going and hopefully we keep growing. Also, if you guys have any suggestions on boutiques or any interested collaborators or anything like that, or if you want to sell some stuff that we have, email me at jc@ghostn.co. See you next time.